Welcome back to the program. I'm Roby Brock, joined now by Wes Brown. I've talked business and politics. We're going to play a little 4 minutes for questions.
All right.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Doing great.
Good to see
for
you.
Thanksgiving.
Biggest earnings winner of, and I hope you had a good Thanksgiving too. So,
Yeah.
Biggest earnings winner of the week, Wal-Mart or Tyson Foods? They both had good quarters.
Both of them were not just good, they're great quarters, but I'm going to have to go with Wal-Mart. I think generally when you look at a good quarter, you look at the next day to see how much their stock is up. The day after Walmart earnings, their stock was up 11% to almost, I think it was $99, got up near $100 per share. So, and if you look at their metrics, they did good and great, and same-store sales were, they also did good in their e-commerce business. Sam's Clubs did well. Just across the board, they were really great. And I guess the biggest takeaway is that I think we're in a new era. I think Walmart is no longer a competitor to brick and mortar stores like Target.
Right.
And, I think they're Amazon and Alibaba, China's Alibaba, those are going to be their kind of competitors from now on.
Yeah, they also paid down some debt, significant debt.
Yeah, they did. And we have to say Tyson did pretty good,
well,
too.
I was about to say, I can make just as a compelling argument for Tyson Foods as I can for Walmart. It's almost a 1 and a 1A.
Yeah, they had profits of $1.7 billion, $38 million revenue for the year. I mean, like Walmart across the board, every part of their business are doing well.
Beef there, and have really positioned themselves. I think both of these companies have positioned themselves for a really long, deep run, if you want to use a college playoff picture.
Right, and they're different companies now.
Yeah, very much. All right, latest unemployment report. We did see just a very minor, small uptick in the unemployment rate, but still strong numbers across the board. And when you drill down into some different industry sectors there, some definite good news. What was the biggest surprise for you?
I think the biggest surprise was that we're at the bottom in terms of how low the unemployment rate is going to go. I think we edged back up to 3.6, 3.4 was all-time low. So I think that's kind of the bottom. But the good news is that the labor pool is still growing. I think we hit a record this year. Over the year to year, I think we've added 42,000 workers to the labor pool. I think the only thing that we have to look for is how is wage growth going to is that going to catch up to the pace of growth? And I think once that happens, then but professional business services, one of the areas where you're seeing good paying jobs. So I think it's really good numbers. I think for the last year and a half, the labor pool has been really leading the pack. So.
I would say, too, one of the other big surprises from my takeaway is look at manufacturing sector year-over-year, up about 5,700 jobs. That was some really good positive growth there when you look at it in the 12-month window there.
Definitely.
All right, the Clean Line project. For folks who don't know, this is a big wind energy project. Starts in Oklahoma, cuts through Arkansas, ends up in Tennessee. It's very controversial with landowners. Started in the Obama administration, a lot of legal wrangling at this point in time. What's your sense of where the lawsuit goes?
Yeah, well, I attended the court here, the federal court hearing, and there was the landowners against the Clean Line and the Department of Energy, and it was went for about 5 hours. Very interesting argument. The thing I believe that this project, because it was interesting that Governor Perry, who was the Department of Energy Secretary of Texas, they argued the same thing that the Obama administration argued, that we want this Clean Line. It's going to diversify the nation's energy grid. And I think Judge Price is going to...
Judge Price Marshall.
Of the Eastern District of Arkansas. I think he's going to rule in favor of the Department of Energy, and Clean Line is going to get this project through, $2 million high voltage line across the state of Arkansas. But I think the thing that's going to happen is that the Justice Department attorneys that also argued in this case, they're going to be looking at the eminent domain issue. And once Clean Line goes in and takes the land, they're going to make sure that those landowners are compensated. And the Judge Marshall, he did say that it's possible that the landowners can come back later and file lawsuits after I think that's going to be one of the issues that come on after
Maybe
the
move
lawsuit.
that price tag up from $2 billion to maybe more than $2 billion. We'll
Yeah,
wait and see.
yeah.
All right, the Little Rock Tech Park is about to enter its phase 2. What is that going to look like? What is that going to entail?
Well, it's right next door to us now. It's going to be a mixed use kind of a project. It's going to be dry labs where you're going to be computing and research, and then you're also going to have some, just as the phase 1 had, you had leases to startup entrepreneurs, startup companies, tech companies. So you're going to have a mix of both. You're going to continue to see companies trying to recruit companies to come to the tech park and lease space there. So I think that's going to be the key issue. We haven't seen the architectural plans. There's a request for bids out for proposals right now, and once we'll see kind of the details. But it's going to be just as big, just as probably just as impressive. But I think it's going to be the next step. I think they want to really push this, want to get more involvement from the city of Little Rock on this end.
All right, he's Wes Brown. He reports for us on a daily basis at talkbusiness.net. Always good to be with you.
Good to be here.
All right. When we come back, we're going to talk politics with our roundtable. We're back with more right after this.